God, dude.
Alone at night, the forest hides things you were never meant to see. In the silence, you think you're safe, but you're not. Some campers learned that the hard way, and the cameras captured everything. These are 5 of the most disturbing camping encounters ever recorded. After this, you'll never look at the woods the same way again. On a regular day, Tucker, a content creator on YouTube, was out enjoying one of his usual adventures, filming in nature and soaking in the peaceful atmosphere. Everything seemed normal until something unexpected happened. While flying his drone over a remote area near a lake in Mays Landing, he noticed something unusual in the water. Zooming in, he realized there was a car submerged just below the surface, partially visible from above.
Dude. You're kidding. How did a car get in here? No way. No. And the license plate is, oh my gosh. What? Dude. Stop. Stop. This is unreal. There's a fucking car in the lake.
At first, Tucker thought it might be a random accident, but the situation felt more complicated. His curiosity took over. He grabbed a GoPro, mounted it on an extension pole, and carefully lowered it into the lake to capture footage of the vehicle underwater. After getting the shots, he went home without giving it too much thought. Just another strange moment caught on camera, he figured. But when he showed the footage to his wife, she immediately urged him to contact the authorities. Something about it didn't sit right with her. Didn't sit. Tucker hesitated at first, unsure if it was really worth reporting, but deep down he knew it was the right thing to do. He called the police, explained what he had seen, and shared the video footage, even though part of him felt like he might be overreacting.
It's very difficult to see the car in this lighting. Last night it was crystal clear if you just looked into the lake. Almost like right here how you can see the bottom. I just was looking and saw the car, right? So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna attach the GoPro to a selfie stick to see how it works. I'm not really sure, I've never done anything like this before. Call the police. Honestly, it's weird.
911, where's emergency?
Hey, this is not an emergency. I was told to call from EHT dispatcher so that they could get the location of where I am, basically. Yesterday, and I was literally just walking in the woods and I was filming in the lake and I saw a car in the lake, literally. So I just put my GoPro on like a stick and I filmed like a video of it.
Not long after Tucker's call, the local police confirmed that a car was indeed submerged in the lake. They quickly began organizing a full-scale response. When Tucker returned to the site a few hours later, the scene was completely different. What had been a quiet, empty lakeside now buzzed with activity. This was no minor discovery. Emergency vehicles surrounded the area. Police officers, rescue teams, and first responders were on the ground. Curious onlookers had gathered, and even drones hovered overhead to document what was happening. A large-scale recovery operation was officially underway. Tucker was stunned. The sheer number of people involved made it clear this wasn't just a weird find, it was serious. He stood nearby, camera in hand, as the tension in the air grew. The professionals were preparing for a complex task, pulling a vehicle from the depths of the lake.
The sunroof, passenger side's all clear. Okay.
We got divers. 1,000,000%.
All right, so that's we're done the clear.
So I guess this is how they get ideas for movies, because this is a full-on movie.
The operation was intense. With technical precision, the rescue team used cranes and heavy machinery to lift the car out of the water. As it emerged, a dark sheen of oil spread across the surface, evidence that the vehicle had been underwater for a long time. Tucker kept recording, fully aware that he had stumbled into something far bigger than he'd expected. Watching the car being hauled out, water pouring from its frame, he realized this wasn't a simple act of vandalism. It was part of a larger environmental and possibly criminal investigation. By the end of the day, Tucker had learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes life throws unexpected moments your way, and how you respond can make a real difference. Through his story, he showed that curiosity, responsibility, and a willingness to act can uncover truths that might otherwise stay hidden beneath the surface. Dan, a popular TikToker known for his outdoor adventures and encounters with wildlife, was on his usual route heading home when something unusual caught his eye. At first glance, it seemed like just another piece of roadside trash, a discarded garbage bag left carelessly on the side of the road. Being someone who often cleans up after others during his nature trips, Dan decided to pull over and pick it up. But as he got closer, he felt something wasn't quite right.
Holy shit. Dude, I stopped to pick up what I thought was just a bag of trash on the side of the road. That is not a normal bag of trash. I cannot even describe the smell. Oh, what the hell? What the fuck is going on with that?
The closer he got, the more uneasy he felt. There was something unsettling about the bag, something that didn't sit well with him. From a distance, it looked harmless. Up close, not so much. Dan chose not to open the bag, but what he could see was enough to disturb him deeply. He posted about the discovery on TikTok, and the response was immediate. The video went viral, with thousands of viewers speculating what might be inside the mysterious bag.
So I did call the cops last night and let them know what I saw, where I saw it. They took my info and said they'd call me if they needed me. I'm driving right now to go see if it's been moved or anything. And it has not been touched. That's the only update I got. Sorry.
In a follow-up video, Dan revealed that he had reported the discovery to the police. They assured him they would investigate, but strangely, no further action seemed to be taken.
Well, I'm almost positive I'll regret this, but I'm gonna go check it out, and if no one's touched it, I'll open it. Well, the good news, if you can call it that, is it was an animal of some kind. I don't know. I wish I didn't do that. That was disgusting.
Dan's worst fears were confirmed. Inside the bag was the lifeless body of an animal, cruelly discarded and left by the roadside without a second thought. It's hard to imagine what kind of person could do something so callous. And while the motive behind this act remains unknown, perhaps that's part of what keeps us drawn to stories like this. Some questions may never have satisfying answers, but it's that haunting sense of why that pushes us to keep looking, hoping to understand the things that shouldn't happen but sadly do. The YouTube channel Adventures with Purpose is known for its bold underwater searches, often uncovering items tied to real-life criminal investigations. From sunken vehicles linked to criminal activity to belongings of missing persons, their mission is twofold: assist law enforcement and help protect the environment. On May 26, 2020, the team organized a large-scale cleanup operation at a lake in Portland, Oregon. What began as an environmental effort soon turned into something far more significant. Taking advantage of the low tide, they were able to spot multiple vehicles submerged at the bottom of the lake. Using sonar and dive equipment, the team mapped out the locations of each car and began planning their removal, both to support investigations and clear pollutants from the water. Equipped with diving gear, they dove in and marked the vehicles one by one. The first car was carefully rigged with tow cables and connected to a winch on shore. As the recovery began, the team streamed the operation live, sharing the experience in real time with their growing audience. Several volunteers had also joined the effort to clean up the lake, but just as the first vehicle was being pulled from the water, something unexpected and deeply unsettling came to light.
There it is.
All right, let's clean it out. There's a shoe in there. Whoa, 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 whoa! Call the cops, call the cops, call the cops.
Somebody call him?
Yep, call them.
Sorry, you guys got to back up.
Okay, we're leaving.
All right, apologize. It's not a company, it's a group, Adventures with Purpose. We've been pulling cars out of it.
Inside the car, a body was found in an advanced state of decomposition with skeletal remains visible on the front seat. Authorities were immediately contacted. After investigating, they confirmed the remains belonged to Timothy Robinson, a man who had been missing since November 27, 2008, over 12 years before this discovery. News of the identification was shared with Timothy's family. Though the moment was filled with grief, it also brought long-awaited closure. After more than a decade of unanswered questions, they finally had some peace, knowing what had happened to their loved one. While out on what seemed like a peaceful walk through the forest, a man, neighbor to the creator behind the Homesteading Off the Grid channel, sensed he wasn't alone. As he filmed the calm, natural surroundings, something unusual caught his eye in the distance. There, not too far off, stood a tall, camouflaged figure near a makeshift shelter. The way it moved was strange, slow, deliberate, as if trying to blend into the environment and avoid being seen. Feeling a growing sense of unease, the man chose not to stick around. Rather than find out what or who he was dealing with, he turned back and left the area immediately, prioritizing his safety over curiosity. Once the footage was shared, it didn't take long for speculation to spread among viewers. Some believe the figure could be the elusive Bigfoot, while others suspect there may be someone out there living in hiding, or perhaps guarding something they don't want found. This is Vlad, a YouTuber known for sharing his rural life on the channel Mad Vlad. Since moving to his remote countryside property, he began noticing strange things happening after dark. Determined to understand what was going on, Vlad started recording the odd occurrences and posting them for his viewers. It all began on November 2nd, 2021. Vlad and his wife were out walking their puppy when they heard something unsettling in the distance.
It was a cold night, and we were taking our new puppy, Charlie, outside to use the bathroom. We started hearing what sounded like barking noises from across the field behind our house. Upon listening to this barking sound, I noticed that it really didn't sound like a dog. It almost sounded like something was mimicking a dog. Didn't think nothing of it at the time. We were in good spirits, and I started barking back at it. Or rather, I was saying woof.
Woof! Woof! Bark! Bark, bark, bark! Nope, that ain't a dog.
And 5 seconds later, we heard the sound again. Only it was right on our fence line.
At first, the couple brushed it off, thinking it was probably nothing, but moments later the same sound echoed again, this time from a different direction across the field. It was subtle, but enough to leave them uneasy.
Me and my girl were kind of puzzled. It was the exact same sound, but how could an animal move that fast? Again, didn't think nothing of it. Then we started hearing other sounds, kind of like a bird. And again, I mocked it.
Once the noise stopped, Vlad and his wife returned home, assuming it was just a harmless sound of the night. But the following evening, while Vlad was outside enjoying a cigar, he felt something strange, like he was being watched. Later, when reviewing his security camera footage, he noticed something that gave weight to his growing suspicion. Though Vlad hadn't seen anything with his own eyes, the footage suggested something or someone was nearby. For months, nothing else happened, but the uneasy feeling never left. To be safe, Vlad set up additional cameras around his property. Sometime later, while checking footage with his daughter, they realized one of the cameras had mysteriously fallen to the ground.
Yeah. That's interesting. Looks like somebody took the module out of it. That's nope, here it is. There's that. And here is the module. Great. Maybe this caught something. Battery's low. Okay, hold that. Did you get the laptop?
No, it's right there.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, thank God for that. Let's see what's on this. Can you hold this? There's probably some kids or something I want to see right now. Okay, let's pull the SD card out. Okay. What did that even sound like?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go. I'm getting a little paranoid. Okay, I'm gonna go home and better inspect this video.
When they reviewed the recording, they heard something chilling, a deep, menacing growl, followed by the sound of something brushing against the camera.
What I discovered on that trail cam scared me. Whatever it was definitely an animal. From what I can make of it, it looks like a deer. But it definitely does not sound like a deer. And how is a deer able to push a tiny button on the trail cam to pop the modular out?
The footage left Vlad more concerned than ever. He played it back over and over again, but what he heard was unlike anything he could recognize. A few weeks later, two friends came to visit. Curious about the unexplained events, they decided to search the property after dark, hoping to uncover the truth.
Give me that flashlight.
Dude. Yeah, take that flashlight. Oh, did you hear it? It moved way back there, dude. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck? Hold on. God.
Close. That was close.
It's back over there. Well, whatever that is, it's hopefully normal.
Like up there.
Yeah. We've been out here for a solid 4 to 5 hours, and we've heard some pretty strange things, but nothing groundbreaking. Tonight was somewhat of a bust. There are fireworks going off in the distance. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
After hours of searching, the group came up empty-handed. They returned home frustrated, with no clear answers about what might be lurking near Vlad's home. Weeks went by, but Vlad's sense of vigilance never faded, especially at night. Then one evening, everything shifted again.
It's okay. It's okay, come on. Calm down, calm down. Come on. Calm down. My heart is pounding. Teddy's still going nuts.
While out walking his dog, Vlad heard leaves rustling in the nearby bushes. His dog froze, visibly frightened. With his heart pounding, Vlad pulled out his camera and quickly made his way back home, convinced they were being watched.
I can't see it. It's okay, it's okay. You sense, buddy. You sense. It's okay, come on. He's scared. I'm scared. Oh my God. Charlie, come on. Charlie, come on.
Back home, he felt a moment of relief, but curiosity got the better of him. He walked over to the fence line to see if anything had followed them.
Charlie, get back. Charlie. Charlie. Oh my God. Charlie. Oh my God.
As he scanned the area, the silence was broken by something chilling, the sound of a child's voice calling out from beyond the fence. Stunned and terrified, Vlad ran back inside, shaken by what he had just heard. To this day, no new updates have been shared. The mystery of what stalks Vlad's property remains unsolved, leaving more questions than answers, and viewers still gripped by the eerie events that refuse to fade.